So on May the 4th, which is Star Wars Celebration Day, Disney dropped the Acolyte official trailer, which I'm pretty sure it already leaked. I think it already leaked online. Pretty sure they showed this at CinemaCon, but I could be wrong there. One thing I'm not wrong about is the fact that the trailer was ratioed within like 3 or 4 hours after it dropped, which has to be some kind of a new record. Usually it takes like a day for it to really get traction, but no, not this time. This time it happened within a few hours of the trailer's release, which you know Disney is not happy about. You know they're not happy about that because they have a lot of Star Wars stuff going on right now. Some of it is positive, like the re-release of The Phantom Menace almost landing the top spot at the box office. Pretty impressive. Or is it because there's nothing else to see in theaters? I've heard mixed things about Fall Guy, so I don't know if that movie's any good or not. Like I said, I've heard mixed things, which automatically makes me not want to go to the theater to see it because it's like, oh boy, I'm paying for another average movie release. But we can talk about that in the next video because there's some stuff that was going on in Hollywood I want to talk about. But this trailer ratioed, and that is laughable for Disney. Of course, most of the comments are making fun of it, like, what are you? I'm your father's brother's nephew's cousin's former roommate. What are you? Good question for another time. Like, a lot of people are just making fun of the trailer. They're laughing at this because that's all you can do with Disney Star Wars is laugh at it. But, of course, you know, the messaging of the show, like this, the Acolyte villain is non-binary. Happy Star Wars Day. Happy Star Wars Day indeed, because this is the modern state of Star Wars right here. The Acolyte villain is non-binary. Happy Star Wars Day. Happy Star Wars Day to all of you fans that have had the sense to ditch this dead franchise. Here's the quote. For Star Wars Day, Lucasfilm released a new trailer and poster, which, as described by StarWars.com, features a terrifying figure carrying a red-bladed lightsaber. What does showrunner Leslie Headland say about the mysterious character? Headland describes the character in the plural. I'll just say, they're my favorite character, Headland tells StarWars.com. Wait, was there 2 of them? Nope. Could she simply be trying to hide the person's identity by not revealing if it's a male or female? Maybe. She could have then said he or she, right? Guess we'll find out when the series premieres in June, right in time for Pride Month, and there's more. But beyond the intriguing and fearsome visage glimpsed in the final moments, showrunner Leslie Headland is tight-lipped about the newcomer. I'll just say that they are my favorite character, Headland tells StarWars.com. So that's the actual quote, not just they are my favorite character. Yeah, I think there's something to that. I think that's going to be a non-binary villain, and kicking off in June, right at the start of June, is not a coincidence, I'm sure, especially when you consider the things that Leslie Headland, former personal assistant to Harvey Weinstein, has said before. This is from March 20th, 2024, over at that Park Place. The Acolyte showrunner Leslie Headland implies the show is a lesbian series with a Star Wars veneer. Now, I've already done a video on this article. I just wanted to bring it up to show you guys why this show is definitely going to be, well, you know, I would say agenda-driven, but that's all Disney Star Wars has been. So it's not really going to be any different than what they've been putting out constantly since they bought it. It's going to be shit. Everything except 2 things they've done have been shit in my eyes. One is Rogue One. I liked that movie, actually. I think that was a pretty good movie. And I didn't watch it, but I've heard from enough people that Andor is okay. That's it. Those 2 things. Everything else has been, in my opinion, shit. The Mandalorian has been stained by what they've done to it. That 3rd season, awful. Book of Boba Fett, awful. It doesn't stop there, but the only reason I'm bringing that up is because The Mandalorian started off pretty good, and now it's in the shitter. And it's like the Game of Thrones. You had some good stuff there until the end, and because the ending is so bad, I don't know if I can recommend that show to anybody, even though the first couple of seasons, really good. But it gets so bad that I don't even think it's worth anybody's time anymore. By the way, the Star Wars cringe doesn't stop here. Mark Hamill went to the White House and was doing all kinds of shit with Biden. It was really cringy. And like here he is like going on about these aviators that Biden apparently got him. He's acted like a clown shilling for Biden the way it is. But it's not that big of a shocker because if you go to Mark Hamill's Twitter, it's constant TDS. 24/7. All he does is cry about Trump. It's kind of sad to see. But it's not just him. Over in Canada, Christian Hayden over there hanging out with the Prime Minister. Now this was just a commercial, but it was really cringy. Like he opens up his briefcase here and there's a lightsaber inside of it. I don't know what these people are doing to Star Wars. This is stupid to do. And you know this was done through Lucasfilm. Like they're not friends. Trudeau said, "Hey, Lucasfilm, I'd like to do something cool for Star Wars Day," and they got this for him. Probably the same thing. Well, no, I take it back with Mark Hamill. I bet you that press secretary just slid into his DMs and he was there. But the Hayden Christensen thing, for sure arranged by Lucasfilm. So you can't really be too mad at him. The Luke Skywalker stuff is worse. So him going over there and acting like a fool like he did was embarrassing. So anyway, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think about all of this in the comments below. I'd like to hear your thoughts. Also, if you would, please like, subscribe, share the video, hit that notification bell, and I will see you on the next one. Peace. Make sure to check out my locals. There's a link in the description. It's a fun community that I'm trying to build over here. If you don't want to support me on YouTube, you can come over here. None of that money goes to YouTube. You also can just come over here for free. But if you are a supporter over here, I do plan on doing an extra live stream once a month and throwing links to the supporters so you can actually come on and have a supporter live stream with me. Also, it's a good place to catch all of my content. You don't have to worry about notifications like YouTube. They'll definitely work over here. So come check out my locals.